Let me give you one advice. I have 3 advices for you. She gave me many advices. Maybe?
No, please don't say that. But guess what? Guess what? We found a way to memorize it in a much easier way and to easily know what to say when you need to speak about advice in plural. Stick around and learn that easy way. Maybe you learned that advice is uncountable, which means you cannot say many advices or all other things that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. No. But you feel me, I feel you. It's so easy to forget about it when you speak because in all European languages, advice is plural. We say many with that, but not in English. No. Not in English? Of course not. We need to complicate our lives. Learning that. Not an easy learning process, but with my mnemonic trick for your memory, you will easily learn that. So stick around. What about other European languages, by the way? In Spanish, un consejo, muchos consejos. In German, I used to learn German at university. Ein Ratschlag, viele Ratschläge. See, we change it, but not in English. Advice is just advice. We don't change anything about it, but we add something to it to make it work when we want to say many. Great. And French, by the way, un conseil, beaucoup de conseils. So it sounds conseil, but in fact, when you write, you put an S at the end of conseil in plural. So we still change it. Now, in which languages? You might wonder, in which languages we don't change it? We don't change it in Japanese. Would you like to learn some Japanese? So I found out that there is a word, advaisu, in Japanese. Now you know a bit of Japanese, and guess what? It sounds like English. Advice, advaisu, right? Because they acquired it from English, I think. That's what I read. One more word in Japanese, which means advice, and that is soudan. Soudan. Maybe that's the wrong pronunciation. Soudan. A friend of mine taught me that there is one extra word like that. Thank you. So let's create a simple association that will always pop into your mind or pop in your mind when you want to say advice in plural. And that association is gonna be water. Yes, water. Every time we need to say advice in plural, we will think about water. Water. Yes. I was looking for a glass of water, but realized I do not have one on the table. But still, water is the thing. So why water? It's a very easy association. You never say many waters. Do you say, I need many waters? No. Do you say 5 waters, 15 waters? No. Only if you mean bottles, but you have to say a bottle of water to be able to, express that. But 5 waters, you wouldn't typically say. So think about water and let's keep it in mind every time we want to say many. And we're like, wait a minute, many waters? No, we don't say that. Much. That is the way. So back to advice. If we need to say in plural, what do we say? We can say the following. We can say much advice, a lot of advice, plenty of advice, some advice. Much advice, a lot of advice, plenty of advice, some advice. You feel me? The beat is coming soon. And if we are not getting enough of advice, we say a little advice, a little advice, and not much advice. That's it. Now you know everything you need to know. Perfect. Let's get ready for the beat. It's coming. Alrighty. Yes. And today's beat is, listen to this one. I hope you like it. Awesome. So let's get used to it a little bit and let's just repeat our phrases. So follow me. Let's get used to the beat. Some advice, much advice, plenty of advice, a lot of advice, little advice, a little advice, not much advice. Again, some advice, much advice, plenty of advice, a lot of advice, a little advice, a little advice, not much advice. That's right. Are you following along? I think it's easy, especially with just the phrase, but now we're moving to something more complicated, which is actual sentences, expressions, exclamations, and responses. Something that you say in your normal life when you are commenting about advice situations. So let me walk you through our lyrics today. We have real lyrics today. So I'm gonna put them here. So let's read this. Work harder. That's good advice. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. I need so much advice. So, as you notice, what we don't use is we don't use any article here because advice is uncountable. So that's good advice. That's wise advice. That's helpful advice. I need so much advice. No articles. Uncountable. So our goal is not to say the article because it's uncountable. So let's practice with the beat. Let's do this. Work harder. That's good advice. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. I need so much advice. So let's do this together. You see, it's easy. The phrases are super short, but they're super frequently used. So we need them. We need to get them automated in our brains. So let's do it together. Work harder. That's good advice. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. I need so much advice. I will say the first part, you will say the second part. Now let's get ready. I say the first one. Work harder. That's good. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. I need so much advice. Good. Good. Now, I will say the first phrase, you will say the answer about the advice. I'm telling you the motivation, and you're responding with advice comment. As per this text. Easy peasy. Let's do this. So, work harder. That's good advice. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. Thanks so much advice. Cool. And now together. 3, 2, 1. Work harder. That's good advice. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. I need so much advice. And now we're moving into more complicated phrases. They're super simple, but we need to learn to say them fast and fluently. Please don't die. I probably killed some people with my sneeze. Sorry about that. So let's look at the text. So the second part is about the past. Let's look at it. That was bad advice. It only made things worse. Don't follow their advice and do your research first. How about that? And we got a little bit of a rhyme there. And the second verse. That was bad advice. It didn't work for me. Don't take advice from them. They have no expertise. So let me show you how it goes with this beat. That was bad advice. It only made things worse. Don't follow their advice and do your research first. Again, that was bad advice. It only made things worse. Don't follow their advice and do your research first. How was that? But that is the speed that we actually need. Let's try again. Let's try again. The first verse. And that was bad advice. It only made things worse. Don't follow their advice and do your research first. And the second verse. That was bad advice. It didn't work for me. Don't take advice from them. They have no expertise. I was so out of breath. That was bad advice. It didn't work for me. Don't take advice from them. They have no expertise. And now I'm good. Now let's practice more. With me, the first verse and the second verse. Go. That was bad advice. It only made things worse. Don't follow their advice and do your research first. And the second one? 3, 2, 1. That was bad advice. It didn't work for me. Don't take advice from them. They have no expertise. Don't follow their advice. Don't take advice from them. And the first and the second parts together. Let's try that. We can do it. Three, two, one. Work harder. That's good advice. Don't give up. That's wise advice. Stay focused. That's helpful advice. Keep learning. I need so much advice. And the past. Let's get ready. That was bad advice. It only made things worse. Don't follow their advice and do your research first. And the final verse. 3, 2, 1. That was bad advice. It didn't work for me. Don't take advice from them. They have no expertise. But we do. We have our expertise, baby. You and me. Now you know it. Advice is yours. As a skill, now you know how to use it. Now you know how to use it. So thanks for having a good time with me. I hope you had a good time because I did. So I hope you liked our little verses today. They had inspiration. They had a little bit of a rhyme, maybe. And most importantly, I hope that you practiced advice enough today to automate it and say it automatically in your speech. Easy peasy. So if you like this way of learning with the rhythm and the beat, please like this video and subscribe because that will inspire me to produce more of such type of videos for you. Let's do this. I'm so excited. Let me know in the comments whether it was easy to follow or super hard. I have no clue. I really need to hear back from you. So please let me know. I would appreciate your feedback. Teach English.